Head coach Rassie Erasmus recently shared his thoughts on the new law changes and variations that will be in play, and he's got some interesting insights on what might shake things up on the field. But before we dive into the specifics, let's set the stage for what's coming up in the world of rugby. Alright, so SANZAAR has announced a few tweaks to the rules that are designed to keep the game flowing and hopefully make it more exciting for us all. We're talking about the 20-minute red card, a countdown clock for set pieces, protections for scrum halves, and even how they're handling skew line-out throws. These changes are all about enhancing the spectacle of the game, but there's one particular law enforcement that has caught Rassie Erasmus's eye, and not in a good way. Rassie mentioned that the biggest challenge won't necessarily be these new tweaks, but rather a stricter enforcement of an existing rule. Remember that moment when the referee calls "use it" at a ruck? According to Rassie, this could become a game changer, literally. If the ball isn't played within 5 seconds of being available, the opposition gets a scrum. Simple as that. Now, this might seem like a small detail, but in a game as fast-paced and strategic as rugby, it could have major implications. Here's what Rassie had to say. The most interesting one, which I think will be not foreign, but difficult not just for us, but everybody, is the box kick. When the referee says use it, and it must be done within 5 seconds when the ball is available, I think that will definitely change a lot of things in the game. It's clear that this isn't just a Springboks issue, it's something all teams will need to adjust to. During their mid-year internationals, the Springboks faced a penalty when Morne van den Berg took too long at the ruck against Portugal. This law isn't new, but its stricter enforcement could catch a few teams off guard. Rassie emphasized, if the referees are going to call us it when it's available and they are really going to stick on the 3, 4, 5 seconds, it will be difficult. It is something that we have really worked hard at getting right, and the other stuff like kicking within 60 seconds and forming a line out and scrum quickly, and the crocodile roll, there was not a lot there for us to adjust to. So it will be interesting in general play if there is a team exiting or forming box kicks, how the nines handle the pressure and how the referees handle it. But apart from that, I think we are all good, Erasmus added. But it's not all concern and caution. Rassie also touched on the other changes, like the countdown clock for kicks and set pieces, and the non-contest of skew lineouts, which could reduce the number of scrums. He mentioned that the Boks have been working closely with referee Jacco Piper to adapt to these changes. What we just have to do is be the first team that adapts the best, and we've been working really hard with Jacco Piper, and we've known about the law changes and we are on top of it, and it's the same for everybody. So what do you think? How do you feel about these stricter use it calls and other new rule changes? Do you think they'll help make the game more exciting, or are you worried they might disrupt the flow? Let's know your thoughts in the comments below. The Rugby Championship is just around the corner, and we can't wait to see how these new rules play out. As always, we'll keep you updated with all the latest from the Springboks and beyond. Thanks for joining us on Green and Gold Army News.